So, we did not get a chance to do this our last episode, because our last episode was our awards show, which was so fun.
Oh my god.
And therefore, we need to have our next movie pick. And Bridge, I have a real good one. And for some reason, I want to start singing High School Musical songs. This is not High School Musical. I don't know why I feel like singing that. You know the song where it's like, ooh, together. Forever.
Oh. Wait, I'm gonna make a guess. I'm gonna make a guess right now in the movie. I'm feeling some like ESP.
Oh boy.
Is it Pitch Perfect?
No.
Damn.
That would be a good one though. No, but this is a musical, and Bridge, it's from the best year for movies.
1993.
Watching Bridget pause on that last number hurt my feelings. But we're gonna allow it because we've had a break for a while.
I forgot All Things Christ. Podcast. Wow, who is she?
Okay, well, I hope you hit record or else you'll be really upset about all this. Okay, close. 1993, that's the best year for movies.
Wow.
And, Bridge, I can't read you the one sentence because you're gonna know what it is. So instead, I'm gonna sing you a little something. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
I wish I could, do build-up music to this, but I don't know how without copywriting. All right, ready? Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day.
Oh my god, Sister Act 2.
When
Jesus walked. Oh my god, Lauryn Hill.
With high school children. Ooh, happy day. And then everyone's wearing overalls and then joyful, Lord, we adore thee.
In my life, I've seen nothing before me because since I was a young son, because you were the place to go. So I had a.
How did I know that you knew the rest of those words?
Kate, are you down with G.O.D.?
Yeah, you know me.
Who's down with G.O.D.? Every last homie.
I just want to also point out that the movie poster for this movie is Whoopi in a nun outfit wearing high heels, and I don't know about that one, but yes!
Wow.
It's Sister Act 2. Sister Act 2, back in the habit. It's a nun pun. Y'all, take a sip. There'll be more.
Oh my god! Wow! I had the soundtrack, and we had a really bad
movie?
Yes, we had a really bad karaoke machine. Do you remember?
Yeah.
The mic was like Mike, and it was so bad, and I would
like a T-Pain mic.
blast this freaking soundtrack and pretend I was Lauryn Hill in the basement, and I'm pretty sure I'd come upstairs, and Dad would be like, "Will you shut the fuck up?"
That sounds accurate.
Yep. Wow.
Oh
Memories.
my god. Yeah, so I'm excited for this. The ratings aren't great, but we know that's bunch bullshit because we've seen it and you've seen it and we've all seen it and we know it's great.
Well, it's like Dangerous Minds, but with nuns, but Whoopi's not a nun, but she became a nun, so wow.
And Kathy Najimy's in it. Thank God.
Oh my god.
Yep, so I figured, you know what, we're sisters, and I'm still convinced that some people find our podcast thinking we're nuns, and I thought, you know what? Let's give the people what they want. Not nuns, bad singing, us, not Whoopi or any of them. And, 1993.
This is a no-nun movie sisters act.
Sorry.
Hey, you know what? It's our second act, Kate.
Oh!
It's
girl!
Sister's second act.
Second act! Oh, shit.
You're the worst. Comment if you know that song. All right. I can't wait to sing.
Happy day.
Oh, happy day.
They're playing that video right now on the side of my screen.
Day.
And Whoopi's like, I'm Whoopi. And you're like, oh my god, I have a fun Whoopi fact that I'll save for when we record, by the way.
Wow.
All right.
Well,
see you there.
Listeners, see you there.
Hashtag none of that.
Sisters who've seen it. We are the sisters who've seen it. Sisters, shooby-dooby-doo-wop, sisters, shooby-dooby-doo-wop, sisters, 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 sisters. sisters who've seen it.
Hello.
Hey there.
Welcome to the podcast. We just came back from a long break. Ooh, we're not religious or nuns, no.
It's our Sister Seen It Part 2.
Hey!
Sister Act 2. No, terrible.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay.
Wow. We've missed you.
Yeah.
We want to thank you for doing all our polls. That was
Yes.
helpful, informative. We had a strategy session last week about that. And it's pretty exciting because we got some really cool coming up. And, yeah, Kate, I think for those that don't know who the hell we are, should we introduce ourselves?
Oh my god, I haven't got to do this in so long! Am I gonna remember it? Just kidding, of course I fucking will. Okay, so listeners, we are the Sisters Who Seen It, the podcast where two sisters who are not movie critics look back on some of our favorites throughout the years through a psychological, ethical, and familial lens. I'm Katie.
I'm Bridget.
And oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day.
And then I think of the video with Stacey Abrams. Except it's really not her. It's just words, but it's great. Have you ever seen that before? I sent that to you. It's
please
so funny.
Post that so people know.
I will.
Oh my god. And it's like the mail-in ballots as like the choir. And then they're like, yeah,
and the state's like looking on. Oh my god, I can't. It was so funny. That was my favorite video.
Oh my god.
Bridge, what's our movie this week?
Our movie is Sister Act number 2, semicolon, back in the habit.
It's a habit. Oh, yeah.
And it's from 1993, Kate, which is the best
year for movies.
Oh, that was very Wayne and Garth of us. Like,
did
we were
do
in
it?
sync. We
Oh,
did
it was?
Yeah.
You were delayed for me, but who knows what works.
Well, I feel like getting right back into it. My fun facts are meh.
Oh.
They're meh. And mainly because this movie, I didn't realize, like, was whipped out like a year after Sister Act was out.
The first one was 1992, right?
Yeah, and this is 1993, so they were like, remember Disney didn't believe in it? Go back to our Sister Act episode. People were unsure.
11.
All of a sudden, it blew up, and they were like, hot damn, we gotta make a movie right now.
Hurry!
So, Kate, I think the synopsis is yours.
Okay.
Threw the ball in your court, spiked it.
Is that volleyball or tennis? Okay.
I don't know.
All right, well, I'll do it.
Just do the synopsis.
Okay. Well, I'll be honest, listeners, I have seen this movie more than a handful of times, but I'm going to be straight up with y'all and you, Bridge. I don't remember this intro.
Oh, it's an intro.
It's an intro, and so basically we go back to Vegas/Reno, but I think it's Vegas now.
Took a good job in the city.
Yeah, it's Whoopi, and she is basically doing a Broadway version of the first movie, which is awesome. Mm-hmm. Except she gets to fly around, which is also fun. And don't worry, guys, because the nuns come in right away, because we know what kind of movie we're in. The plot is moving. There's no time. And
it's a really stupid plot. Okay.
It's really dumb. Like, there's a lot of dumb things that happen. It's so great. So basically the nuns go to Whoopi and they're like, Whoopi, we just like can't do anything without you because like you're the only person who does things correctly. So come back and like, you know, help us. And then Whoopi's like, ugh, okay, here I go. Okay, great. Except they're not at the convent. Now these nuns actually do stuff now, which was a complaint I had of the first movie where I was like, I don't really understand what we're doing as nuns, but now they're teachers, which I would love to hear more, Bridget, about the PTSD trauma that was dredged up. We had a really fun nun story last time. I'm hoping you can think of another one. Okay, that's for you to think about. So we're at a Catholic school, and basically they're like, oh my god, Whoopi, these kids be crazy, and we just can't handle them. And for some reason, they need a music teacher instead of just like canceling the class. I don't know. We gotta get someone, just one class class, by the way. It's not even like she teaches like 5 different classes. No, it's just one. All right. So all you teachers out there, damn, you need this gig. Okay. So she accepts because it's Whoopi. And then they're like, great, now you're a nun again. And she's like, damn it. But we don't really have time for that because now we're teaching children. And the children are high school kids. They are, I guess, they're inner city. So, there's a lot of like stereotypes.
And it's 90s.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting personalities, but it's fine because we got Lauryn Hill and her name is Rita and she's kind of our like, screw this, like, God, Whoopi, get out of here. And then Whoopi's like, I am gonna change you, Rita. And she doesn't say that, but she thinks it. And yeah, so basically the kids are like, we don't like you, Whoopi. And then she's like, I'm gonna make you like me. And then she fucking does because she's Whoopi. And there's a lot of stuff that happens in between there. There's also a lot of random subplots like the school is going to be closing, something money, something principal corrupt, something retirement. Yes, cool. So then that's a thing. Now the children are kind of like buying into Whoopi and now they become a choir. And then somehow this leads to us being like, guys, I know how we're going to save the school. We're going to become an award-winning choir because awards save schools. Okay. Yep. So that's the plot. And then that's what they do. And then they go to a choir competition at the end. And there's a lot of shenanigans and hootenanny. But guys, these kids find their voices. And Lauryn Hill, which I just called Lauryn Hill in all my notes. I know her name's Rita, but she's Lauryn Hill. And yeah, we sing. And then it is 90s. So it has a 90s ending where they win. And then I guess the school is not closed and it's magic. And oh boy, it's a time.
Let me tell you something. I said it last time. I'll say it again. This is one of the best soundtracks I've ever had.
It's so good. Well, you said did you have this soundtrack?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Wait, I have to make a reference to you later when we get to the ending. Because I saw something and I was like, that is Bridget. Oh, my God. My memory bangs.
Oh, no.
It was about one of their dance moves.
Oh, I know exactly.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. We'll go back to that.
Wowie. Yes, I have to say, if you go and look up what Roger Ebert said about this movie, he gave it 2 stars, and he ripped apart the fact that it was like trope after trope after trope after trope. So you just have to get over that. And Kate, I think you laid it out pretty well as something, and then we move on.
Yep.
And you just gotta love Whoopi for Whoopi, okay? And I'm ready to get into this, and I hope you are too. Because we need to talk about that Sister Act 2 via Whoopi created Hamilton. Because this first scene was basically Hamilton. It was taking 50s, 60s girl groups and incorporating it with the history of the first movie in the most flashy, fun way I have ever seen in my whole entire life. Why isn't that just itself a Broadway play?
Okay, well, first of all, I would love if Hamilton had more shirtless men. No, that's the number one. Number 2, as I mentioned, I never in my life have seen this beginning. I don't know.
And can we talk about sexy Whoopi?
Oh, yeah.
And her sexy glitter dress. I was like, I'm sorry.
You were like, Whoopi!
Woohoo! I was like, what an amazing, tight glitter dress, and hot damn, Whoopi, and she's flirting with the postman? What?
I had so many questions, and I did make a note saying, is this a male review show?
Yes.
We're on the edge. I'm not sure about it, but we weren't, and then the nuns were there too, and I was like, okay, we're definitely not about it. I also, for some reason, thought when she saw the nuns that she was gonna be like, oh god, not you guys again, but she was fucking cool about it. She was like, oh my god, these are my friends. Get on up here, kids.
Fucking Whoopi. A couple things, getting back to the 90s. One of the songs I forgot about that I felt was in so many 90s movies was Mr. Big Stuff.
Oh,
Who do you think you are? Mr. Big Stuff. And because I listen to captions, because I have a child that's always sleeping and I can barely ever have the TV on, and I hate headphones, I thought forever, for 30 plus years, years, it was Mr. Big Star. Who do you think you are, Mr. Big Star? But it's Mr. Big Stuff.
Oh, I thought it was Big Shot.
No. So if anyone needed to know that, they do know.
Okay, good. We're all more knowledgeable now.
But I thought the same thing. I was like, this is a Chip and Jail show. My postmen do not look like that postman. No. Okay. And then, so I classified what makes Whoopi so fun, like, because I think she is so funny. Yeah. She is just surrounded by idiots, and she's mad the whole time. And it starts off with the backstage crew lifting her up and having her fly across the stage, and she's just mad at them because she's just hitting people, and it's not like Jim Carrey slapstick. It's her being like, this could have been done better. It is so fucking funny. Oh my god, I was laughing so hard in the first 2 seconds.
I love that too, because that's at the part when the nuns are like actually on stage and like nobody helps her. They're just like, woo! And she's like, this is the worst. But then we don't even see a scene of her like bugging out about that. We literally move on because this entire movie is like, pedal to the floor.
Let's take a step back. So Sister Act 1, it was like, man, I'm just a lounge singer that's gotta hook up with my gangster boyfriend and like, maybe I'll make it big one day. And then now Whoopi's made it big. She's a headliner in Vegas with a Hamilton-like experience. But don't worry, in 2 seconds, she's like, yeah, I'll go back and teach with you nuns.
Oh, my God.
Who is running the show now? Who is running the show? Her manager, who we met in the beginning, like, why isn't he pissed? Why didn't we get phone calls from him being like, yo, this is bad. You're not here. Like, what?
All of my notes, basically every, like, couple lines, I'm like, wow, we didn't need any convincing for that. Let's do it. Like, anytime you think there's going to be a roadblock, it's not.
Oh my God.
It's like a little bump, and then we just move on.
Oh my God, but Kathy Najimy delivers.
Fucking, I love her.
Oh my God.
I love her. I want her to be my aunt or something.
Oh my
I don't
God.
know. Something.
They were describing the kids at the school, and they're like, the kids are unruly. Sister Mary, whatever, Patrick?
Yeah.
Frowned twice last week. I was like, oh my God.
And she just gives a look like, it's true.
Oh my God. And then,
there
of course,
were so many good lines.
Again, we just skip right to Reverend Mother. Maggie Smith shows up like a boss, and she uses her church guilt manipulative ways and is basically like saying like, I know you don't want to do this, but remember when we saved your life? I was like, Jesus, Maggie Smith.
At least in this movie, Whoopi actually calls out, like, you're using that Catholic guilt on me. And then she's like, what? No. And she goes, think of the children. I'm like, ew, I hear that line all the time. Gross. There are so many good parts in this. Also, another funny Whoopi moment right here is where Mother Superior does the, like, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, and Whoopi literally just does, like, a circle. Like, she doesn't know. It's amazing.
I'm telling you, okay, so I did read, which I'm really happy about, that at the time of this movie, she was one of the highest paying actresses. So a part of me thinks that she was just like, hey, I'm getting the check. I'm doing whatever the fuck I want in this movie. And I thought she just rolled with it, you know, where like the other movie, she had to be a little bit more actory. Yeah. She seemed like she was just sarcastic. She played sarcastic the whole time. It was so freaking funny. And I want like a Whoopi series. Like I want like season 7 Sister Act of Whoopi. And
every episode starts off with the nuns have to go recruit her, but it's really not recruiting, and she has a different Vegas show that just sing style explains the last episode.
Love it.
And then there's a new plot. Yeah, every time. Amazing.
Oh God, so good, so good.
Okay, so they're like, you legit gotta be a nun now, because we're lying to priests, which I think is not okay in the Catholic religion, if I recall, but who the fuck cares? Because now you're a nun and a teacher, and those are not correct.
She literally tells the nuns, because when she met the head of the school, who was Father, did you catch his name?
No, I just called him the cranky old
dude.
White guy.
Okay, so when she is lying to him, and it's so funny, and she's done, she goes to the nuns, and she goes, you're all going to hell. And then they all were like, oh. And I was like, that's awesome. Like, if I was a nun, how funny would those jokes be? Being like, you're going to hell for that.
Oh my God. Well, this is where we meet. Okay, so this movie decided, guys, we can't just have women nuns. We gotta have men who are not nuns, but they're priests. And I didn't really get it, because I think they were supposed to be comic relief, but boy, did I not laugh.
Oh my God, it was like Friar Tuck from, like, Robin Hood. Like, I was like, what is this?
Yeah, did you have any priests when you were in Catholic school?
We didn't really have priests. We would have, like, administrative people. You know, like, it's like the David Spade to the like,
assistant principal.
The assistant. Yeah, they're always, like, around and helping, but nobody was, like, an actual priest. And, yeah, I guess it was fine. But they didn't have enough, like, she didn't connect with them because this movie was so exhausting to keep up with. I mean, the one guy, I'm afraid his face still looks frowny because he had one face the whole movie.
And I know I've said this in many episodes and it's never correct, but again, I wrote, is this Billy Bob Thornton as a priest? It's not, you guys.
Why do you think
sorry,
everybody's
like,
Billy Bob Thornton?
It's an aesthetic. I can't explain it. And then one of the priests is like the cook, and they, to distinguish his personality, they're like, he wears a chef hat and he only cooks German food. And then fucking Kathy Najimy turns to Whoopi and she goes, yeah, we get all sausage bratwurst. And then she turns to Whoopi, she goes, it's the worst. It's like, it's fucking awesome.
This movie is amazing.
Oh my God.
Yes. So it's like Sister Act, just the movie kept going and we're 6 minutes in, Whoopi's a teacher. Okay, we're all believing it.
Sure.
And Whoopi's annoyed by everybody to the point that she like yells at some guy who is the really evil guy who is shaking her hand and she goes, you're gripping me, buddy. You're gripping me hard. And I thought, wow, what a great line to say to like a weird handshake. Like if somebody gives you like a weird handshake and you're like, hey, you're gripping me a little too much, you know? Like wouldn't somebody be like, oh.
There were some lines in this movie that were like, what? But again, like we're moving so fast. You're like, never mind. I guess I won't register.
We're moving so fast, but I kind of wanted to like be in the room with the writers and be like, okay, I understand we're moving fast, but can we highlight certain things? Specifically, can we highlight Kathy Najimy being the sex ed teacher?
Yes! That was the best! I was like, I need this to be longer. It wasn't long.
It wasn't longer. And one of the students is like, why do I take sex advice from you? And then her line was, you don't have to bite the donut to know it's sweet. I was like, oh, sorry, what? And also, wouldn't it be so funny if she was like describing sex terribly? Like, you know, like she was just going like on and on about how wonderful it is and it's so wonderful and like I would die. And
then there's a part where she ends it and she goes, don't worry, children, we all have our Bibles here. I was like, oh God, not in sex ed. Keep that out of there.
Oh my God.
Well, this is where now Whoopi goes to, again, the one class. Singular class. Is she working full time? Technically, we don't know. It's called the music class. Sister Lazarus, who is also amazing, is in the classroom. Whoopi walks in and she says, and I quote, "You're the new mayor of Sodom and Gomorrah." She fucking leaves her. But I gotta say, as someone who works in a school, and granted, I don't work in a high school. I work with little kids, but I have worked in a high school before. These kids were not that bad.
Okay, I thought the same thing.
They were kind of tame.
I was like, wait, this is unruly. I mean, they did one prank. They did one bad prank to her.
Like, that was it. Like, they didn't even try to up it or anything. Like, I was like, this could be way worse, y'all.
I said the same thing. I was like, nobody has gone physical.
No, nobody ran out of the room.
Nobody, they destroyed the books. I guess they threw on the ceiling, but they never tried to, like, verbally attack Whoopi. Like, attitude is not attacking.
No.
Okay, in true 90s fashion, when we go into this hot mess of a classroom, they are starting it off with what the kids today don't know, which is yo mama jokes. Yo mama! Okay, Kate? Your mama's so fat she sat in a rainbow and Skittles popped out.
I feel like that was the one that as a 11, 10-year-old, I quoted a lot because didn't know any others. And that's a great one and we all love Skittles.
Your mama DJs for the ice cream truck. Okay, and then also, again, I gotta give it up for closed captioning. So you know how they're like in the class and they're like, do, 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 and da-da-da.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, do you know what they're saying?
No. I just hear tones.
These are the words. I'm not kidding.
Oh, boy.
Cold beans, hay, and collard greens.
What?
Cold beans, hay, and collard greens. Cold beans, hay, and collard greens.
So is that another chef joke that they gave up on really quickly? Because what are we doing, writers?
What are they saying?
Wow. Okay. Good to know.
Your mama's so dumb she got hit by a parked car. Sorry. It's actually both of our mamas, so I guess it doesn't work on us.
Womp womp.
But yeah, we need to bring back Yo Mama jokes, but I think since it's 2022, it should be Yo Papa.
Yo Papa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we meet all the, I guess, relevant kids in this class. And
boy.
some of them, get more screen time than others. So I wrote down, okay, there's a guy named Sketch who makes graffiti. So his name is Sketch. But he's also, again, really nice guy, working a job to support his family, and he's literally nice to everyone in front of him, and he's respectful. Okay, A+.
Well, they were like, he's doing graffiti in the city. I'm like, he is making art. And it's beautiful. Art. And it's like not hidden in the middle of the night. Like the store owner's like, hey man, can you come inside? Thanks for making that free mural for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. So that's one guy. Then we meet Frank K, who is our stereotypical white kid who is a rapper, but this was also 8 years before Eminem, so we're not at the good part yet.
This was such a problem in middle school. This was all these white kids thinking they're fucking cool, and they live in the suburbs and have
especially in our
mid to high income, and they just are like, yo, 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 and you're like, no. And this guy, he had the audacity to say, they call me Frank K, and then the whole classroom goes, hey, ho, like he's the Kool-Aid man. Kate.
He's not busting through any walls, I'll tell you that right now.
But I'll tell you this, James, which was his slave name, and he corrected us, called Frankie out, and he goes, stop stealing our expressions or something. I was like, well, that holds up. I'll tell you that right now.
What was that guy's name? James?
So that he goes, my slave name was James. And I wrote that down because I thought that was funny. But he was...
Was there a Wesley? Why did I write Wesley?
Yes, but he was Wesley.
Oh, because I wrote, Wesley feels like a stereotype, but all right.
Well, I mean, they all were. It was just so out of control.
Yep.
And then we see Lauryn Hill, and we're like, just start singing. Please start singing. Can you start singing? Thank
Hurry.
you, Lauren. Just go.
Give your attitude via song. Yeah, and then she's basically like, listen, we know this is music class, but we want to go back to singing about cold beans and what was collard greens?
Cold beans, hey, and collard greens.
We have more important things to talk about right now, Whoopi, like that. Jesus. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. All right, well, somehow from here, I have Whoopi. Whoopi is like, we need money for stuff. And then this is when the, priest guys are like, she's, crazy. And you're like, what? Is that what crazy is? But again, guys, I work in education. And asking for money is fucking crazy, which is sad. And Whoopi makes a good point. And she goes, excuse me, I'm pretty sure you, to the principal, she goes, pretty sure you still have, a six-figure salary, so how are we not having any money?
Oh my God, I loved
Nobody
it.
answers that, and that's always a question that you can say, and it'll never be answered, so good times.
I kept saying, and I was saying to my James, I go, I don't understand why nuns didn't take a page from Sister Act and made things fun, and brought in an undercover one, and just were sassy and just threw stuff out.
Come on, guys, break the law.
I think his response was, the Catholic Church listens to no one. I was like, damn it! So true.
That's pretty true. Oh my God.
Yeah, but I feel like she just makes these great lines, rips everybody to shreds, and it's she doesn't care. She's not a nun. And that's if you are somebody who is so wealthy that you don't actually have to work, but you're just bored, so you take a job, it's that vibe. She just gives no Fs and is just doing whatever.
Yep. No, it's true. And even at the end, when they win, she kind of is just like, yeah, no. You're like,
And she's
Whoopi!
like, duh.
Get excited.
Duh. I changed your lives. I'm Whoopi.
Whoopi.
Wow.
All right, so she has the prank. Let's skip the prank. We get it. She's glued to a chair. Har. Moving on.
We should talk about how there are some weirdly famous people in this classroom. Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Oh, yeah. Her role is interesting.
She's like supposed to be like a ditzy idiot. And then
Yeah.
I'm going to probably butcher her name. Alana Ubeck, who I'm going to share a picture of her to you because you know her.
God.
You know her.
Oh, she was in the Brady Bunch movie.
Okay, she's also
She was the one that was Marsha's best friend, and then she, like, was in love with Marsha and wanted to, like, make out with her.
Oh my god, I
it's
love...
Marsha.
She is such a good character actress, and she's in so many TV shows that I watch, and she's just, like, the best. And so that was hilarious seeing her, and she kept singing about the Love Boat, so that was her. And then, obviously, Lauryn Hill, and then Whoopi, believe it or not, had her daughter in the classroom.
What?
Yes!
Who?
But, like, it's, like, unrecognizable, just somebody in the background.
Does she have eyebrows?
She does.
Also,
she does.
Wait, who was the father? Because now I just remembered my fun Whoopi fact I wanted to tell you.
Oh, what?
Did you know that in the 90s, Whoopi dated Ted Danson?
What?
Is that crazy? I read that on BuzzFeed. It blew my mind. I love Whoopi facts.
That is, she's too cool for him.
That's what I
weird.
was like, Whoopi, no.
Oh, God.
I swear to God.
Ted with
Whoopi
the charm.
Oh, they were married.
Oh my God, Kate.
Ted Danson and Whoopi Goldberg's secret relationship.
Wow. Okay, we should stay focused. We gotta stay focused.
I'm so sorry. Oh, God. Yes. Okay.
Okay, so you want to skip over that they super glued her butt to a chair. Okay,
Her
fine.
butt's to a chair. She's out of the chair. She comes back with a vengeance. She's like, listen here, mofo. We're gonna step it up. She's like, y'all taking off your hats. You're taking off your sunglasses. I want to see your faces. And Bridge, this is where we get our iconic motivational speech song speech. Well, I don't know.
If you want to be somebody.
Buddy.
And if you want to go
Somewhere.
you better wake up and pay attention.
That's good.
And let me tell you, when they come back to her and they're like, but, she goes, baby, save it for Oprah.
I wrote that down and I was like, better remember that because I should
Also
say that to
using
more
that
people. Yes, that needs to be said out loud. But you know who's not gonna want to be somebody, gonna want to go somewhere, and who's not gonna want to wake up and pay attention, Bridge? Lauryn Hill. She's like, I'm out.
Yeah, she's kind of like, you guys stink, man, because here I was thinking like we were friends, and now I'm just gonna not come to class, but be like a creep and look in the mirror in the windows of all the times I had class. So like, what?
That needs to be a drinking game for this movie. Is take a drink every time Lauryn Hill is creeping in the background or like through a window, because there's a lot of times, guys. It's too much.
Okay, and so this is a part of me that makes me like kind of sad, because in my memory of this movie, I was like, oh wow, she was like tough one, and like she was such a bad kid, air quotes. But like even when her mother's like, Rita, get inside, you gotta do homework, she was like, okay, mom.
I'm like, wow, everyone's nice to each other. We're all good friends. Everybody's hanging out. We're listening to our parents. We're respectful.
God.
What are we doing? Why are these the demon children? They're not.
They're really not. And but Whoopi does what Whoopi does best, which is we got to get these nuns singing, and I got to show them how these nuns go.
Okay, I have a question about this part. Did you find any fun facts about if these are the exact same nuns from the first movie? Because I felt like they were.
They were, but there were new nuns.
Ooh.
So, did you see the one older woman who was also in The Wedding Singer? And in The Wedding Singer, she used to pay Adam Sandler with meatballs for her piano lessons.
Oh my God, I don't remember.
Oh my God.
Was she the nun that at the block party, she was holding the basket of money? Because that lady was enthusiastic.
Maybe. She's really like small and she's like, yeah!
Yes! I think that was her. Oh my gosh. Amazing.
Yes, her, and then like, I think there was like one or two, but she's more of a famous one. But I mean, Amma was back. I so screamed. Happy. I was like, Amma!
Check your battery!
Oh my God, and she did. She had to check her battery again. Oh my God. But did you pay attention to this song, Katie?
Yeah, okay, so I had questions about this song because I was like, is this an actual song, number one? Number two, if it's not, why did we mash up these songs? Number three, why did we end the song sung by Catholic nuns with the phrase, oy vey? I'm sorry. I think we're confused.
People moving out. People moving in. Why? Because of the color of their skin. Run, 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 but they sure can't hide. Wow.
Wait, I thought it was about... So was it racist or is it the opposite?
It was talking about racism, but then it starts to add on all this other shit, and the refrain is ball of confusion. Yeah, that's what the world is today. Hey,
wow, that's not what I thought they were saying at all.
So that's why they like go crazy, and at one point they go rap on, sisters, rap on. I was like, wait, was this the cocaine era of making these lyrics? Because, like, what in the fuck is this song?
Well, and at one point it was like different nuns were singing different words and phrases, and it was sounding a little bit like We Didn't Start the Fire by Billy Joel. And then I wanted to sing the Parks and Rec version, where she's like, pee-pee, poopy, ba-ba-ba, Oprah has a turtle farm. That's what it sounded like to me, but then they moved out of that, so I don't know. I don't know.
Crazy, and I love how Whoopi came on the bus, and she goes, it is hard for those nuns to come out and sing that horrible song, so you better give them some goddamn respect when they get on the bus.
It's hard for Alma to play the piano at 100 years old, so you better be nice to her.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was a time. And I guess the point of that was to be like, see guys, singing in a choir is cool. And again, I was like, not selling it great, but they're drinking the Kool-Aid.
They were, except Kate, something that I think you couldn't get away with today, which is a field trip without parental consent.
Oh yeah, that's a no-no. That's how you get on the news or some shit.
Well, Whoopi should be on the news because she was like, we're doing it, no F's given. And boy, oh boy, was that principal pissed.
Yeah. And then I wrote LOL at emo Lauryn Hill. So that was probably a creeper moment. And then, this is when they get to the music room. She's like, wow, we actually have a real music room. And you're like, okay, why isn't this class in the music room? But that's fine. And I literally wrote, Bridge, I was like, oh my God, this music room looks like the attic from the Never-Ending Story. If only Bastion was over there reading book in the corner, yeah. Oh man, that would be a mashup, I'll tell you.
Wow, I love that. Oh my God. But that was another trope. It was like, we have an old dusty room and we gotta come together, clean it up, and make it new.
And we found a piano that's literally broken, but I'm gonna make this guy with a ponytail play it the whole time because that's all he's gonna do now. Sucks for you. Hope you didn't want to sing.
Foreshadowing thrown in your face is a lot. You're swallowing it, you're choking on it. But that fucking man that came out of nowhere looked like a waiter, okay?
Yeah, I was like, do you go here, sir?
And then, like, Whoopi was weirdly flirting with him, and I was like, Whoopi? And she was like, that was a great A. Nice A. Do another A. Okay, great. And I just kept thinking, this does not look like a high school student. I don't know what's happening, but you know what? He's getting it going, so let's do it, because can Lauryn Hill start singing?
He plays piano, let's fucking do it.
Oh my God, I thought they sang faster.
Oh my God. And then they all start singing Mary Had a Little Lamb, and then this one random girl who never gets screen time again is like, yo, I'm gonna sing it. And then she like sings it like I don't know, dramatic.
Mary had a little lamb.
Which is how I imagine you would do that, Bridget, if a nun was like, hey Bridge, in all seriousness, sing Mary Had a Little Lamb.
And then the amazing actress who I called out and sent you a picture and now forgot her name, was like, I don't know the song. And then Whoopi goes on a diatribe about maybe Mary had a dog. Yeah. Maybe Mary had a kitty cat. We cannot blame her because she doesn't know Mary had a lamb. And I was like, wait, is this equivalent to like a Remember the Titans speech? Because this is a lot. Like Whoopi has to really like do a lot here. Like what's happening? Oh my God.
That was amazing. Amazing. And then, yes, now we get Lauryn Hill coming to sing because she's with her friend Tanya. And Tanya's also amazing singer. And they're singing and playing piano off of the church because, again, these children are dedicated. They have hobbies. They support the church on their own time. No one's making them fucking do this shit. They're doing this. Why are these the bad children?
Oh my God. This freaking song, Eye of the Sparrow, is Tanya Blount and Lauryn Hill, and I cannot tell you, Kate, I would sit in the basement, legs crossed, get that diaphragm going, and fucking try to sing this song. And this song is so freaking good. It is like the highest pitch, the lowest pitch, and this was like I was trying to explain to you last time, like the Mariah Carey era, where no one could match these amazing singers, but everyone tried like me, and we were terrible. And I think that's why American Idol was created, because like parents were listening to people like me, and they were like, we can't do this anymore.
They're like,
everyone
put them on TV,
sucks.
please.
Yeah, they need to
get them out of the living room.
Oh my god! But basically, then you learn more about Lauryn Hill being like, I want to be a singer, but my mom thinks that it's not practical, so I'm just sad. And in this song, it says, I sing because I'm free. And I was like, oh god, again, this was like the Hamilton, like you're following, like, yeah, you sing because it makes you happy, it makes you free. And then right away she's like, what's the point?
My mom hates music, so therefore I can't like music. And I was like, that's a really terrible subplot, but okay, cool.
Yeah, exactly.
And then right away, Whoopi's like, I guess I'll fucking deal with this issue, everyone. Don't worry. I got it.
God.
I do love the little speech Whoopi gives to her at this point. She for some reason had a poem book on her, which I wonder if she carried at all times. We don't know. But very quickly she's like, hey, I read this little poem book and something, it told me that if you wake up every day and want to do something, then that's who you are. So if you want to write poems, you're a poet. If you want to sing, you're a singer. And anyway, take this book and like get back to choir. And then again, Lauryn Hill is like, all right, I'll read it. And she like, takes the fucking book, and then what?
She probably returned it, Kate, like without a page spent.
Yeah. Probably, yes.
Meanwhile, her mother's like, you can't sing for fun because singing's not practical, and so you can have fun. It's like, oh my god.
Let's talk about our choir performance, because we have a choir performance that happens.
So fucking good.
And Stacey Abrams is not Whoopi, but we can all pretend in our heart of hearts that's what we witnessed. And it's great with it, it's great without it. I can't.
Oh my god, I literally wrote, I'm dying to your Biden-Harris video for this. The endless la 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 la
la la la la la
la la la la
la la la.
Oh, happy day.
The little sways.
Oh, happy day. What are you guys doing? You doing the dishes? When Jesus washed. Ooh.
When Jesus washed.
When Jesus washed. Ooh.
When Jesus washed.
He washed my sins away. And honestly, I feel like after this song, I believed it. I was like, your sins are all washed. This is amazing. I loved it.
Wait, is that the lyric? Jesus Christ, Bridge. My mind is blown with all these captions you have.
I just had to read stuff.
I thought it was when Jesus walked.
I think it's washed.
He walked,
Do you think my closed captions were wrong?
I don't.
Okay.
I believe. Well, actually, that'd be really funny if someone was like, "No one's gonna fucking watch this movie with closed captions. Let's make the kids cold beans and collard greens."
Somebody's like overworked and they're like, "I hate this fucking job."
Oh, that's what I would do by that job.
I can't.
I don't know, but it's such a great scene. So it's so fun. They get a standing ovation. Life is good. Everything's wonderful. And then immediately the other nuns are like, "Yo, we're gonna enter you guys in a contest because we found some old trophies, and that's all you need to contest. I don't know. Let's do it." And then everyone's like, "Wow."
They were on cocaine writing this because even us talking about this, I'm tired. I'm tired at this plot. But they just kept going. And then we basically, we transitioned this into Pitch Perfect. Then we moved into a completely new movie.
Basically.
And you were like, okay, well, we have no money to go on the trip, so we have to raise the money. And then we have to convince all the parents to go. And then we have to do this and do that. And then eventually when we go, we have to compete against the rich schools. And how are we going to compete? And I'm like, oh my God, that's a whole other fucking movie.
Yeah.
But
even
here
the
we
block
are,
party,
Kate.
I was like, that's all right. Okay, I have a bone to pick about that because they're like, we're going to need $2,000. My God, that's crazy. Hey guys, you want to know who probably has $2,000 lying around? Who do you think? Whoopi. homegirl is a headliner in Vegas.
I
She
don't
can't
understand.
spare $2,000.
Okay, let's give her credit though. 1993, that 2000 was probably like 5, okay, or 10, okay? But I'm with you. She's a headliner, and as Reverend Mother once told her, did she only get there because of them? I think so. So she could have, you're right, she could have redistributed that salary. This is good points, Kate.
But don't worry, guys. They raise, I guess, enough. I don't think they make exactly 2,000, but they're close.
I'm telling you, this movie was Whoopi being like, I'm gonna do whatever I want, because she pretended to be James Brown with like a cape.
A hood?
And they were putting like a cape on her and like off of her, and she was like,
yeah.
ow, ow. And I'm like, she is just doing whatever the fuck she wants.
Amazing.
She's like, I am a future EGOT winner, and I can do whatever the F I want, okay?
Yeah.
And the community's like, wow!
Woo! And in the future, she's gonna fart on live television on The View and be like, I did that, and not apologize, which is amazing. So she's everyone's icon, let's be honest.
How did you hide that from me? I didn't know that happened.
That's another fun fact. You didn't know that? Oh, that's another thing. I've learned a lot of my BuzzFeed articles.
I can't. I feel like this humor was one step above potty humor, and you just dropped it, and so you really just got me there. Wow. Okay.
Oh my God.
So, okay, we get it, and, they get up off of that thing, and they make the community better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now it's the competition time. Oh my God. Wait, Bridge.
Oh
okay.
God.
Before this is the whole subplot with Lauryn Hill where she's like, wham, I want to do the choir, wham, but my mom won't let me. Bridget, do you know who her fucking mom is?
Oh, yeah, who is she?
Bridget? I'm Barbara, woman of God.
Wait. No,
it's a recent show.
I don't know. No, now I'm nervous. I don't know.
She's from Abbott Elementary. She's Barbara. Barbara, woman of God.
Oh,
she's a kindergarten teacher.
My
fucking love her.
Fucking God.
I go, oh my God, is that Barbara, woman of God? And then I pause the movie to confirm, and it's confirmed. Confirmation confirmed.
Oh my God. Everybody needs to stop right now and watch Abbott Elementary on Hulu.
So amazing.
And you'll know all about Barbara. And boy, oh boy, was Barbara the best mom for Lauryn Hill, even though she was a jerk face.
She was a jerk face, and her rationale for not letting her kids sing was because your dad's singing, which
oh God, I didn't even pay attention to that storyline.
Well, it was only 1 second of the movie, so I'm sure you were reading the captions of a background song or something that were not correct.
I was like, collard greens, mashed potatoes, and sweet. Oh my God. So wait, but can we talk about how then it's like, okay, now we have to make a whole new movie, which is the evil guy being like, I know that Whoopi from somewhere, and he's like, she's not a nun. This is all like a farce. And then it's like, oh my God, our uniforms are breaking because we're poor. And it's just like endless nonsense. And then of course, now that I know, we're calling her Barbara from now on out, shows up at the very last minute to support Lauryn Hill, and you're like, oh my God, the trope on the trope on the trope. But boy, oh boy, did I fucking love it, because I got to hear them sing, and that's all I wanted to hear.
And I got nervous because Lauryn Hill, she sees her mom, and she starts choking now. Everybody's choking now. But then the clock does not run out. Time's up. Over now. Nope. Don't do that, because then she gets the shit together. And then, literally 2 seconds before the children are going to go on stage, Whoopi's like, guys, change your plans. Everybody disrobe. I was like, Whoopi, plan better.
I gotta tell you, I was like, Whoopi, that was a good move. I think it was better.
Yeah, because how the hell is Frankie going to do a front flip on stage like Pastor Skip a la Saved? I don't know why that keeps coming up in religious comedy movies, but okay. Yeah, you can't do that in robe, so,
All I know is, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, if Lauryn Hill starts off with joyful, joyful love, you stop whatever you're doing, because the best frickin' song that's coming after that, and it is just explosion of 90s. It's rapping about G.O.D. You down with G.O.D.
You know me.
It's singing like, hoo-ah, and then it's ha, and then it's hoo-ha-hee-ha, and hoo, and he, and flips.
I do know.
And it's awesome. Oh my God. That song is so awesome.
What is the one dance move that you would do all the time that allegedly was from this movie that I forgot? Let me see it. The listeners won't see it, but I'll describe.
I was a master at the worm, people.
Oh, the worm?
Oh, wait, what did you think?
Jesus Christ. No! You used to do this one. Ready? Hold on. Let me get my arms ready. You would do how do you even describe that's like the weird holding your head like you have a headache shuffle and like fanning the person away. That's what you did, Bridge. That's the move for the worm. I've never seen you do the worm. What?
Oh my god, I had no idea. I used to do that all the time.
You did in all your dances that you would make up. That would always be in there. And I used to think it's from the movie Superstar, but it's this movie.
Holy shit, it definitely was, because in addition to the soundtrack, I was absolutely watching to pick up the dance moves and do that alone, or maybe force mom to watch.
No, force me to watch.
Force you to watch. Oh my god, I can't breathe. I really thought it was the worm because I was really proud of that. Yeah.
Well, that's
okay.
cool too, but...
Wow, but we got there. And let's just say this, Kate. If somebody doesn't have the love and, I would say, obsession that we do with Whoopi's amazing humor, you should at least just look up the YouTube clips for the songs. Because Lauryn Hill is freaking awesome. And so is the rest of, like, the crew.
Yeah.
And that it makes it so fun. And honestly, I thought there was more music. I was like, oh, I wanted, like, more of this, you know?
Yeah. There's definitely more songs in this one than the first one, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Kate, but it gets so chaotic. The priest comes to get Whoopi and like yell at her, but then the kids are happy again, these adorable, lovely, unruly kids are like
so respectful.
Thank you so much for showing up and
kind
and supporting us. And he was like, oh, okay, I guess I won't like try to take out Whoopi. And then they like shove some other guy in a room with a sausage. I don't know what was happening.
Because we gotta reference the chef again. I don't know why he's so important. Was he the director's brother? I have questions. I don't know.
God.
I do want to make a note that there was an amazing Kathy Najimy line in here where I think this was when like the uniforms were falling apart or something, and she goes, "Hey, listen here. My mother used to always say, nothing is impossible with a little bit of faith and a big roll of electrical tape. Hello!" And then she whips out the electrical. I laughed really loudly.
I laughed really hard at that too.
Amazing.
She's good. I mean,
oh my god,
she kind of like really shines in this movie. And I like, again, what if Kathy Najimy was a sex ed teacher and that was a whole TV show? I'd watch that.
Would watch that.
I would watch that.
I would watch the shit out of that. And Whoopi can make cameos and be like, hey, I'm Whoopi.
And I would love it if she like misunderstood sex so much that she was like pro-abortion and like all of these things.
Oh, it'd be amazing.
But like with like the sweetest little
she's
sugar
like,
on top.
It's God's will to, women to have their own choices. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah,
everything can be fixed with electrical tape. Hello.
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 There you go. Oh my god.
So
wow.
Good.
Okay.
This movie's fun.
Okay, I just realized that to review this movie, you need to actually take cocaine yourself because this is exhausting to go through every plot line of this insane movie. Wow.
We did it though. Yeah.
Wowie.
So what do you think, Bridge? Would you watch or don't watch?
Absolutely watch. And like I said, if you don't have the patience to just see all things 90, just Google or YouTube the awesome music scenes. Kate, watch or don't watch?
Definitely watch. It's not the first movie in terms of plot, but we got songs and, it's fun.
Yeah.
Don't try to take notes because that was rough. Just watch it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But, I mean, Kate, just like Whoopi was back in the habit, we're back in podcasting. And I got another movie for you. Are we ready for it?
Yeah.
Are we ready for it?
I think.
And, we're going to sprinkle in all these things that we learned people want. And one of the things people want are more guests. Okay?
Woo!
And this is going to be not only a listener pick, but then we're going to have this listener on the pod.
Oh my God. Special invite.
Okay, so this movie, now, this is probably one of our, latest movies. This is 2009.
Ooh.
And I'm going to still call that nostalgia.
That is.
And I think this is also a good soundtrack, but absolutely nothing to do with being a musical or being a nun or being Whoopi. Okay? This is a little emo, and,
I think I'll like it then, so.
I think you will, and it actually, I think was, if you've ever had a breakup, I think this is a really interesting movie to give you perspective on the relationship. Oh. This is the serious but awesome 500 Days of Summer.
Oh! I thought it was gonna be Twilight. I got a little nervous, but excited.
No.
Sorry.
And this listener pick is your best friend, Jen.
Jenny! Woo! Oh, Jenny. Listen, I remember watching this movie a lot when it came out.
Yeah.
And I do think your perception of the movie changes depending on where you are in a breakup, pre, post, or never. I don't know.
Totes.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Totes. So, Sister Act 2, that's in the toilet, and now we're brushing off to 2009, and this is a totally different movie.
Yes, this does have a good soundtrack, this movie.
Jordan Goes to Levitt, Zooey Deschanel, let's do it.
Oh, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He was killing it in the late 2009
he still does.
to 2010s. I know, but like he was in like Boom 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 Boom.
I know.
Like, he was in a bunch of them.
I love him.
Oh, we gotta do Angels in the Outfield one day.
Oh
okay.
my god, wow.
I'm so sorry. All right, well,
okay.
Bridge,
yeah?
I just want to say, if you were Lauryn Hill and our mom, who is Maureen, woman of God, did not, this would never happen, but if she did not support you and your music, I would forge her signature so you could go on the school field trip, and then you could blame it on me. She could be annoyed with me, but, you know, she probably wouldn't be. So, yeah, because I love you.
Well, first of all, I love the fact that you think I haven't forged mom's signature in my life.
I don't know.
But, wow, Kate. Wow. Well, Kate.
Bridge.
If you were getting ready for your high school choir final competition moment and your button broke, I would give you a Kathy Najimy speech and tell you, hello, I got electrical tape.
I love that.
Oh my god. Wow.
Well, and listeners, if you also love Kathy Najimy and her lines, and
okay.
Barbara, Woman of God references from Abbott Elementary, and Lauryn Hill, and Whoopi, you should write us a review.
Hey.
Wow, it's been a while since I said that.
Woo.
Guys, we love reviews. It didn't change. Taking a break, we still love them. We love them so much. You can review us on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify. Basically, almost every podcasting app has a review. So
everything.
Do that, please. And we also have a website, sisterswhoseenit.com. Y'all, you better check this out because Bridget made some updates. Do you want to talk about the updates?
It's new. It's clean. It's
Is
shiny.
clean.
It's really, really, really clear. Because if you want to request a movie, it is up top. So if you've listened to us religiously, okay? And I put that in there because of Sister Act and Whoopi, okay? And Katie has said... Yeah, thank you. Katie has says, scroll down, go to the main page, go to the bottom, scroll down, and find it. And after all the videos, go down and find it. Listener pick. No more. Wow. If you're like, oh, should I request it? I'm nervous. I'm unsure. It is so easy to click because it is right up top. It's a menu item.
It sounds like a goddamn Lord of the Rings like journey to find. This was really you have to scroll for like 1 second, everyone. But hey, it's cool. It's all great. Yeah.
Well, I just want to like track like the post website update and how many people request a movie. And can you just request a lot because then it would make me feel better that I spent time to fix it. Thank you and good night.
And Bridge, what else can they do on our website besides that?
They could buy us coffee, okay? Woo! And that is in the about section. Okay? And then you gotta meet us, which is meeting our dogs, and then you could buy us coffee there. Okay? I should probably actually make that somewhere easy to buy us coffee too. I'll work on that. I'm gonna work on that.
Okay. So listeners, check all that out. Woo! And we hope to hear from you. All right. Well, we'll see you next week for 500 Days of Summer with special guest Jenny.
Oh my God. We're back, and we're back in the habit, folks. Let's do it. See you then.
Bye-bye.
Joyful. Your mama.
Cold beans and collard greens. Cold beans and collard greens are the lines.
Hey.
Jesus
Cold
walking,
beans,
rinsing,
hey,
and
collard
washing
greens.
Oh, that was
Ooh.
it. Yep.
Mashed potatoes with a side of gravy. Oh, love you.
Hello.
Bye-bye.
All right. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Sisters Who've Seen It. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Check out our website at sisterswho'veseenit.com, where you can email us, request movies to be reviewed, and keep up to date with all things sisters. Also, make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. See you next week.